Last week, Splatoon 2 was announced, and it might have made you super happy to see back the Inklings and everything Splatoon related. The kids, the squids, they're good people, right? Well, what if I told you that they are far from being good? What if I told you they're actually bad guys? Hey, I'm Nico, and here are 10 reasons why the Inklings are not good guys. Well, to start off this list, Inklings are very self-centered. They barely talk to each other about anything else than their new fresh swag clothes, or their brand new weapons, or they even keep arguing about what's better between hot dogs and marshmallows. They never take time to talk about the real stuff and learn about each other. This makes them very selfish and very superficial. It's like they live to make money to spend it getting new clothes and hats. That's a very sad existence and not what good people do. To live in their materialistic society of buying clothes, guns and shoes, the Inklings need electricity and power. How do they obtain that power, you ask? Maybe hydroelectricity? Maybe nuclear power plants? Maybe even solar energy? That would be cool, right? Nope. They force a poor zapfish to live stuck on the top of a tower forever. That's disgusting. This is pure slavery and should be punished. I mean, what kind of barbaric society would force a poor animal to fulfill their need for electricity? This is repulsive. You know what? The Inkling species is a very special one. I mean, their main hobby consists of shooting each other with ink, covering floors and walls with the ink of their respective colors. But what's the point really? Like, who really benefits in that? I mean, they wake up in the morning, grab their guns and go to the arena to shoot each other? Is there even a point in doing that? Or are they just enjoying free violence? I'm not sure, but I know one thing for sure though. It is a very weird lifestyle and certainly not a good one. Speaking of those turf wars, those squad battles, those tower controls and rainmaker matches, who do you think clean up the mess after they're done fighting? It's never mentioned in the game, but knowing what I know about Inklings, I'm sure they have Octarian slaves that do the dirty job. I mean, if they are horrible enough to force them to live in a world that keeps exploding and crashing, I'm sure as heck they give certain Octarians an opportunity to live with them. But as slaves that clean up the mess they make, this is so disgusting. Certainly not what a good society would do. Inklings are not good people, they're disgusting. Across Nicobbq we can see many kids Inklings. They are easy to spot because they don't look human and cannot transform into squids yet. They cannot hold weapons yet. So in a way, they are pure, they're innocents. I mean, they are kids. Sadly, all they see are a bunch of self-centered squids who shoot each other every day, make a mess with ink, use a zapfish as a slave for electricity. They are raised thinking this is the good way of living the life, and that's kinda sad. Poor baby. As I mentioned, Inklings are very superficial and self-centered and they don't really care about anything. That is, until they're brainwashed by these huge events called Splatfest. During these weekends, some random person decides to choose 2 random choices and encourages Inklings to join a team. Cats or dogs, water slides or roller coasters, cars or planes, and even some deep and meaningful touchy subjects like SpongeBob or Patrick. Like, this is pretty much an invitation for war. They are being brainwashed to fight each other, and when they start realizing that they're fighting for no reason, well, the mastermind of the Inklings start a brand new Splatfest and fuels the ongoing war. What a weird and unhealthy society, dude. If you take a short walk around the block in Nicobbq, you're going to find many shops near one another. And there's a shop dedicated to weapons. What the heck? Guns should be kept away from store shelves, available for everyone. What is wrong with the Inklings? The guns are not even hidden behind a grid or a security glass or anything. They're just lying there in plain sight. And you don't even need a permit to buy or carry one. This is ridiculous. So, you think buying weapons, clothes and shoes satisfy the Inklings' need to spend money? Well, think again. The Inklings also like to encourage the mafia by going down a dark and shady alley and giving their hard-earned super sea snails to someone. We barely know anything about those snails. What are they used for? They could be drugs for all I know. And that mafia dude named Spike, well, he can also help you get gear that you've seen another Inkling wear. If it's not available in the shop, how is he able to get it for you the next day? Have you noticed how every time you visit the plaza, you see new Inklings and you almost never see the same Inkling twice? I'm pretty sure Spike actually kidnaps the Inklings and steals their gear to sell them to you in exchange for drugs. I don't even know what he does with the Inklings when he is done doing his shady business. And trust me, I'm sure we don't want to know. It may not appear like so when you first take a look at Nicobbq, but there is an ongoing war between the Octarians and the Inklings. According to the Sunken Scrolls, at one point these two species were friends, but rising sea levels forced them to compete for territory. The Inklings eventually found a way to defeat the Octarians, and since then they have been living in Octo Valley fighting to get electricity. This is kind of a sad story. I mean, by looking at the Inklings and Nicobbq in general, it doesn't seem like these guys are in any trouble and running out of place to live. Why couldn't they try to live as friends with the Octarians once again and share the space they have? Why are they so keen on killing each other? Well, I guess considering the fact that Inklings fight amongst each other for pleasure, they also take pleasure in making another race suffer. How cruel. Now that you know about the ongoing war between the Inklings and the Octarians, it's time for me to show you something even darker. Have you noticed how the Octarians seem to live in poverty? I mean, the Inklings live in a beautiful and lovely city. They have stadiums and they have a mall for shopping, they've got a port, a warehouse, and even more. As for the Octarians, well, they live on weird interconnected platforms floating in midair. Everything seems to break as soon as you step on it. And have you ever taken time to listen to the noise that you can hear after a boss battle? Listen closely. This is the sound of pain and suffering, almost as if the Octarians are crying for help. Don't you see it now? The Inklings are not good people. They're not the good guys. They are the richest and more powerful species, but instead of trying to help everyone survive, they just exert their dominance by killing and enslaving Octarians. And you think Splatoon is a game for kids? You're so wrong. Hey, you don't want to miss anything and be sure to know when the next video is gonna come out? Well, follow me on Twitter, and if you want to be super cool and want to go the extra mile, follow me on Facebook and subscribe to me on YouTube. Alright, bye!